Jacob Fatu annihilated the Archetype after Elimination Chamber. Why on earth did he challenge the Samoan Werewolf to a match where he would be locked in a cell with him?
Because the Archetype will do whatever it takes to challenge Braun Breaker for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, Wade, including walk through hell.
He might have bought a one-way ticket, Michael. Fatu promised a crime scene, and they just locked the damn door.
And he finds a way to elude that attack. Bounce!
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back.
Looking to catch him off guard. And an easy kick out.
Still way too fresh.
Jacob Fatu is in imminent danger. Sent down head first.
The Samoan Werewolf thinks the Archetype stole his spot at WrestleMania, and he's going to take it back in Hell in a Cell. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Oh!
And just raking at the eyes in desperation there.
Sequence of reversals there.
Oh, Lord. He went down and took one of the cell walls with him.
And this is why the risks are truly endless in a Hell in a Cell match. Nowhere and nothing are safe. Not even the walls themselves.
Really showing there's no concern for safety anywhere near the cell. He better have a method to his madness, because it's definitely not safe up on top of that cell.
Piercing knee decimates the face.
Opened up the floodgates. The blood is pouring out of him now.
Irish whip toward the edge.
Fatu is hanging on.
Here comes the Archetype.
Whoa, look out. Don't fall.
Fatu setting up for the Samoan drop.
No way.
Jacob Fatu and the Archetype just came crashing down through the top of the cell.
Tell me I didn't just see that.
We got to get some doctors out here.
All the doctors.
Are you kidding me? How are these men functioning?
I cannot believe what I'm watching right now.
Believe it, Wade. Believe it.
Somehow they're back to their feet.
And this match will continue.
Lands the crossbody. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob.
I'm talking about slam down with force.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Hellacious power slam. Boom, DDT. Lining it up. Gonna come spear. Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Immediate cover after the impact. Oh, and he just kicked out.
I thought that was it, man. Talk about kicking out at the last second.
You got to imagine this match has a different complexion after what we just saw.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
Oh! Slips out of the way.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
He's taking things outside now.
He's making his way up this hellish structure.
Ascending up the cell, but make no mistake, no matter how high you get, you are still very much in hell. He's as mad as a hatter climbing the cell. Nothing good ever happens on top of the cell.
to reverse it.
Ooh, catching that elbow to the gut.
Gentlemen, we've reached the final pits of hell. It's time to see who will survive and who will succumb to its eternal fire.
And saw what was coming there.
Hooked up, and boom!
Well, that's not very sportsmanlike of him, is it?
And look at this guy hamming it up for the crowd.
Jacob Fatu a step ahead there.
Don't do it!
No, not from up there. Good heavens, what a fall.
I don't know where this goes from here. I'm in shock.
He took a truly devastating fall. He won't ever be the same superstar again after that.
Climbing the south wall, and the whole WWE Universe is on edge now.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. Super kick! Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Wasting no time. Into the cover. It is enough. Finally, it's over. Here is your winner.
The Archetype just walked through hell, and now he's on the way to Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Paul Heyman has got to be watching this very closely, and he cannot be happy. The Archetype defeated Jacob Fatu in a vicious Hell in a Cell match. He does deserve it.
Thank you. You have been with me through a lot over the last year. But I finally punched my ticket to WrestleMania! Now, we got a WWE title match to make. So get out here, Braun Breaker!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
my name is Paul Heyman, and I stand before you tonight not as the special counsel of the blue chip off of the dog-faced block, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion Braun Breaker. No, I'm here as a friend. So please listen. Your obsession with redeeming your loss to Braun Breaker and proving yourself to me is going to destroy you. You won the right to challenge my champion at WrestleMania, but you don't have to. You walked away before, you can do it again with your dignity intact. Or you can finish your comeback on the grandest stage of them all, being wheeled out of the stadium on a stretcher.
That's a good speech, Paul. I just have one question. Does he know?
Does who know what?
Does Braun know how hard you've been trying to keep us apart? When I first came back to SmackDown, I was unstoppable. And then here comes Jey Uso. Then Jimmy. Two brothers coming together to come at me. That's the kind of thing that only occurs when someone whispers just loud enough to make real noise. Someone like the wise man. And that night Hector and I got our shot at the New Day, everything was falling into place until you strolled into SmackDown. Right on cue, Hector's trapped in the locker room. We lose the titles on a technicality, and before I know it, he turns on me and costs me the Rumble. And whose fingerprints were on all of that? Yours.
Well, congratulations. That was quite a summation. See, the thing is, my father was a great attorney, and he taught me to always be one step ahead of the prosecution. You missed something. Something big. You ever wonder why you were stuck on SmackDown all this time? Why Braun Breaker was always just out of reach? I made that happen.
Never underestimate the wise man.
Who do you think poured poison about you into Jacob Fatu's ear? Me. Again and again, I stopped you in your tracks. You had the audacity to say no to me? You were a lucky workhorse I could have turned into a thoroughbred as the next Paul Heyman guy.
That's the champion, and he does not look happy.
And neither does Paul to see his client out here.
This was not part of Heyman's master plan.
Is this all true, Paul?
Braun, I did what I did to protect you.
You think I need protecting? From him?
No, no, no. This business needs protecting from the archetype. WWE needs protecting from the archetype. These people need protecting from...
I'm the champion, Paul. You don't make the call. I do.
Braun, I am your oracle. Listen to me. This man...
Hold on, Heyman. I think you've forgotten something. You don't get to make matches. And you definitely don't get to stop them. It will be the WWE Champion Braun Breaker defending against the Archetype at WrestleMania.
It's official. The match we've all been waiting for. WrestleMania. Braun Breaker versus the Archetype.
And Paul Heyman just got played at his own game.
I got goosebumps, Michael. This is gonna be a straight-up classic.
Before you showed up, there was only one question anyone was asking around here.
Yeah? What was that, champ?
Is the next face of this company gonna be Braun Breaker? Or Jacob Fatu? Then you show back up, and even though I threw you around like a rag doll, people keep telling me the Archetype should be in that conversation. Is that what you think? That you deserve to be on my level?
What you're gonna find out tonight in front of a stadium full of people is what your wise man has known this entire time. He would have been a lot better off if I was his Paul Heyman guy.
Your old school mind games ain't gonna work on me. You did yourself a favor waiting this long. If you'd come at me last year right after our first match, I'd have retired you for good. Even you knew that.
Maybe. Or maybe I just had to lose to learn all the holes in your game.
The problem with that is I got no holes in my game. I'm not some gimmick. I've known exactly who I am my entire life. A champion.
Then you're in for a rough night. Because if that's the only way you see yourself, what's the mirror gonna look like without that belt around your waist?
I'm not gonna find out because tonight, your comeback is over.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start, everybody watches the end, but a lot of people miss the middle.
That's too bad. That's where the real work happens.
Exactly. You've had quite the journey.
With a few detours.
Detours? No. Your time on the Indies, taking out Rikishi, battling Fatu and Hector, it all led here. Main event, WrestleMania.
It did.
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back,
there's no point in dwelling on it. I'm focused on my future, which starts tonight. The past is the past.
yeah, you never know. Who doesn't love a good comeback story, right? Anyway, good luck out there.
Aw, look at you. All serious and stuff. Big main event energy. Finally.
Need something, Liv?
What? I'm proud of you. You made it back. Took what? 12 months? But you got off the back of that milk carton. The great archetype. Comeback story of the year. Finally getting your shot.
Everybody's path is different.
No kidding. I never would have taken the long road. Did you feel guilty for beating up that sad old man? Decided you needed to set a good example for the kids? You were almost interesting. But now, you're back to please and thank you again. You can't tell me you didn't get tired of waiting your turn. All that buildup. Anticipation.
Some things are worth waiting for. I'd rather earn it than take it the wrong way. I'm not you, Liv.
I know. If you were, you'd be cute. And I wouldn't have let Paul Heyman lead me around by my nose for 12 months. Maybe next time. Don't wait. Don't ask. Don't earn. Just take. Kick the doors down, make a mess, and smile while you do it. Trust me. Bad behavior? It's so much more fun.
I mean, it's not like I don't see your point. I do wonder why I took the exact road I did.
Ooh, I think that little voice in your head? You should start listening to her. She sounds a lot like me.
Look at you, standing here, main event of WrestleMania. You took every road but the easy one.
I definitely hit some potholes along the way.
It was all worth it to get here. Maybe get the chance to knock Heyman's teeth down his throat. Not that I can officially condone that sort of thing as the general manager of Raw.
Officially.
But I can understand why you'd want to. I'm sure you've had a lot of pent-up frustration. When I showed up at TBD and made you the offer to go to NXT, I get why you lashed out the way you did.
That was not my finest moment.
You made hard choices. Some bad ones, some good ones. But they were yours.
We can reminisce more some other time. Right now, I'm focused on tonight.
Good. Now go out there and finish what you started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
The comeback story of the decade culminates at WrestleMania. Under the guidance of Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker steps onto the grandest stage of them all.
After everything that Heyman did to put roadblocks in the Archetype's path, you have to wonder if he's on the same page with Braun Breaker here tonight.
That was just a minor speed bump on the road to WrestleMania for Breaker. By all accounts, they've worked things out and are ready to walk out together with that WWE Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds. And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds. The undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker.
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all.
There are matches that change the course of WWE and define eras. You can feel it in the air. Braun Breaker versus the Archetype. The rematch is one of those.
I have to agree with you there.
Early cover for the title. He manages to make it barely a one count.
He thought he could get this thing finished fast.
Belly-to-belly suplex. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Smash with that flying forearm, dog. He's got the WWE Universe behind him and willing them into giving him a boost here.
Uh-oh. Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort. He could get dropped here.
Round we go and driven down in a side slam.
Turning the tables. He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh my God. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. And the champ now having to deal with the relentless strikes from a motivated challenger. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. Taking things back into the ring.
Connecting with a punch.
And he saw that coming from Braun.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Kick to the midsection. Setting them up.
Flipping pile driver, spiked. Hit hard and straight into the pin.
The champ with a quick kick out.
You don't get paid by the hour, so nothing wrong with trying to wrap things up. And this is just a vulgar display of ruthlessness. Oh, look at this ruthlessness in the bottom turnbuckle.
The WWE Championship is on the line on the grandest stage of them all. Braun Breaker is defending against the Archetype, and Paul Heyman looks concerned that he's about to lose his meal ticket.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Sharpshooter applied.
Applying.
Look at that! Did you see that? The arm getting pummeled.
Nearly cut in half. All hope might be lost for the challenger. How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
And Breaker has to be wondering just what it's going to take to end this. How far does he have to go?
That would have been the end of the line.
And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. Planning something big here.
From the heavens, wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Break.
Ooh, sorry, but he kinda had it coming.
Back in the ring.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Sent straight into the barricade.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
And now he's reaching out to the crowd for support. Some much needed
Up high.
Oh no, went big and pays for it.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has gotta hurt.
into the unforgiving barricade.
DDT.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Ooh. Oh, ouch. Ooh.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
He climbs back into the ring just in time.
Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Braun needs to start reacting quicker.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Reversal from Braun. Now Breaker looking for some momentum.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Braun. Just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, the comeback is complete. We have a new, undisputed WWE Champion.
Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Braun Breaker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up.
Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
But imagine what we can do together.
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
The Archetype is joining forces with Paul Heyman. Unbelievable.
Wait a second.
He doesn't need Heyman. He's already defeated his champion.
Yeah, what's Heyman gonna do? Show him how to lose?
The Archetype walked into WrestleMania with a chip on his shoulder and walked out alone. A legend. For Booker T, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.
Well, talk about making a WrestleMania moment. I can't believe Heyman tried to jump ship to your side. What a piece of work.
Honestly, after everything Heyman's done, I wasn't surprised he tried to pull that.
Good point. Well, I'm glad it was never in doubt that you'd make the right decision.
I didn't need Heyman to get back to where I wanted to be. And I certainly don't need him to stay there either.
Speaking of staying on top, it's now time to defend your championship.
I look forward to the challenge.
Any objections to putting your title on the line in this match?
Well, you did it. You really did it.
Took a minute, but it feels good to be a champion again.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Heyman. You stood at the crossroads, power right there for the taking, and you chose you. It was bold. It was inspiring. It was probably stupid. But what can you do? It's not like this is a video game where you can restart, make different choices, zig where you should have zagged.
Right.
Unless it is. I mean, come on. What if this whole thing's a simulation? What if I'm just pixels and code? There could be someone out there holding a controller thinking, Xavier Woods, you handsome bastard. Get to the point.
I know the feeling.
I'm just saying, if this was a video game, then you could go back, start over, make new calls, punish Hector for his betrayal. It's not like you owed him anything.
I don't know about that.
Exactly, you don't. But you could find out if this was a game. If it was, this is exactly where a little choice would appear, asking you if you wanted to give up your title and play through things again, or stay here and hang with Adam Pearce for a while, defending that championship.
I just got this title. Now you want me to give it up and try to earn it all over again?
Okay, well, since apparently I can trigger menus now, I guess I'll just hang here awkwardly, waiting for you to get bored and come back.